It seems like for years, Marvel has been threatening us with a Young Avengers team up. And I say threatening because, quite frankly, it's something that no one wants. It is a threat for them to do that. It's like, you know what? We're going to give this to you. A thing that no one wants, because so many of the characters who would be wrapped up in Young Avengers are characters that have been rejected. And I would say, with the exception of Kate Bishop, who I think came off rather likable in the Hawkeye series, more so than a lot of these other fucking characters. Kamala Khan failed in her TV show, failed in her movie. Ironheart got completely and totally rejected. The gay dude from Agatha. Like, all these characters that they would bring into this, it would be a cringe fucking disaster. America Chavez from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Could you imagine how fucking awful a series or a movie like that would be? They've been threatening it for a long time. The newest rumors, they're going to do a champion series with these characters. But if you only knew what some of the people at Marvel had been pitching internally that they wanted to do, you would know why so many people are scared that something like this, that they would actually fucking put it out. The Young Avengers original MCU debut just got revealed, and it involved Kang. Now, certainly Kang no longer seems to be part of the equation. We know what happened with Jonathan Majors, and regardless of what happened with Jonathan Majors, whether he had got in trouble or not, I think it was a good idea to move away from Kang because he was rejected. Like, the character was rejected. His original villain arc was so stupid. The way they introduced it in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, a total flop, a total fail. No one cared about this character as a villain. No one bought it. So regardless of whether they would or would not have moved on if Jonathan Majors had or had not gotten in trouble, I think it was the right move to move on from him. But listen to what they wanted to do with the Young Avengers. Now, the Young Avengers in the comics, I believe, do, face off against Kang. They do things like this. But the way that they listed it, the way that Michael Waldron, who is one of the worst people to ever touch any of these fucking scripts, by the way, he revealed the original plans for the Young Avengers and for Kang. New information has revealed scrapped plans for the MCU's Young Avengers first team-up movie and the villain they would have fought in it. The teenage team of superheroes has been a hot topic of conversation of Marvel Studios over the last few years. There have been several teases of the group, including an epic moment at the end of the Marvels between Kamala Khan and Kate Bishop. An epic moment in a movie that no one watched. It was such an epic team-up moment in a fucking post-credit scene or whatever the fuck it was for the biggest bomb in the history of this studio. But they've yet to come together properly on the big screen. However, according to one well-known Marvel creative, there were, at least at one point, plans for the Young Avengers to join forces for the first time in the now retitled Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Now, Michael Waldron did an Ask Me Anything, okay? And Michael Waldron and his fellow writer Jeff Loveness were working on the Kang Dynasty. Here's what they pitched. The Young Avengers defeating a version of Kang in the movie and being so stoked about it. But that's not the best part. Jeff Loveness and I spent an afternoon pitching on the Young Avengers defeating a version of Kang and being so stoked about it, only to discover that this particular Kang carried a little card that said to be patient with him. It was his first day as a Kang, and they were so bummed. I think he was going to be the Lizard Kang from the end of Kang Dynasty. I don't know. Anyway, we had fun. Can you imagine how fucking retarded that would have played out on screen? Not as a little fucking side project or a little side comic or something like that. No, on the fucking big screen if they did that. If they did that on the big screen, it would have been fucking laughed and mocked and ridiculed. And we're still probably going to get these people at some point in time. It's not like the quality of the people that are writing this shit is any better than what he just fucking explained. But this is what they wanted to do before they got tossed off the fucking project. Be patient with me. It's my first day as a Kang. Bro, these are the types of ideas. These are the types of ideas that get fucking pitched at Marvel. And I guess it's no surprise because we see the type of ideas that they greenlight there. We see the type of shit that they green light. So, of course, the stuff that they say no to has to be even more fucking horrendous. But, you know, I do believe at some point, in some semblance, we'll see the Young Avengers. They'll all be fucking old. They'll all be in their fucking 30s by this point. But I think that we'll see it, and no one will want it. It'll be a disaster, and people will say, you hate women, you hate gay people, you hate black people. They'll roll out every excuse in the book that they have for everything that's fucking failed. But ultimately, when you have so many characters that are disliked, the idea of putting them all together and expecting anything to work out well is asinine. I do like Kate Bishop, and I think Kate Bishop could have a role in the future of the MCU, and I think you can use her in interesting ways. She was one of the only people that actually showed respect to Hawkeye, right? The person she was trying to emulate, as opposed to all these other people in their cringe ways that they went about it. I guess Kamala Khan does really like Captain Marvel, but the entire tone of the movie, the humor of the movie, it's not for Marvel fans. It's just not. That's why nobody watched the show. It's why no one watched The Marvels. But whenever they do hit the big screen, let's hope it's a slightly better idea than facing a Kang who it's his first day on the job and has a card that says, be patient with me. Maybe because he's fucking autistic or something. I don't know. But I think any idea might be better than the one that Michael Waldron just pitched.